I'm Karrie Hill, California lawyer turned realtor, and I feel well versed to discuss this topic. Are you navigating the home buying or selling journey and wondering how recent court cases challenging long-standing norms about how real estate commissions are structured might mean for you? Might the resolution of these cases lead to cost savings for you or change who pays for the buyer agent's commission? Let's get to it. Sometime to understand where we are and where we are likely to go, we need to understand how we got here. So let's go through that. Evolution of the real estate market. The landscape of home buying and selling has been dramatically reshaped over the past decades, primarily due to the advent of digital technology, the internet. Remember the days when buyer agents held the keys, literally, to all the listings? It was agents who provided lists of homes that might interest you, homes that agents found in their exclusive access to the local listing service, aka MLS. Outside of agents, home buyers only knew what was available if you drove by a home for sale, saw a sign, or saw a home advertisement in your newspaper. Fast forward to the present, where local MLS services now sell their exclusive information to online platforms like Zillow.com and Realtor.com. Now, an overwhelming 90% of you home buyers start your home search online instead of immediately contacting your local buyer agent. So, these online platforms have revolutionized the real estate scene, granting you immediate access to listings, including detailed information and photos of the homes for sale. This shift has empowered you, the home buyer, with information and tools that were once exclusive to real estate agents. This digital transformation means that you're no longer dependent mostly on agents to find out what's on the market for sale. You can browse, research, and even set up alerts for new listings that match your criteria. Okay, sometimes the online services get it wrong because they're actually copying the stuff in the MLS, but that's a whole other thing. Let's go on. Online access transformation. The transformation in how you access information about homes for sale has led to evolving perceptions of buyer agents. With listings, open house schedules, and price histories at your fingertips, you might wonder what is the unique value agents bring to your real estate journey. And it's really no wonder that some of you think that agents merely open doors and then reap huge paychecks when you buy the house. Agents do a lot more than that, but with so much business dropping into the laps of buyer agents mostly focus on the tasks at hand instead of taking the time to describe all the work they do behind the scenes and what value they bring to the home buying process. So the current debates, those suggesting that the value offered by agents may not align with the cost, well, that's on us agents, as we haven't provided a description of how we do business or the value we bring to the table. I've always found that reasonable people don't mind paying for what they get, but they do need to be told what they are getting. And buyer agents are currently doing a pretty bad job of explaining our value. Why? Because we really haven't had to, until now. How commissions. For over a century, the norm in real estate transactions has been for home sellers to cover the commission costs for both the selling, aka listing agents, and buying agents. The reason home sellers have paid for buyer agents too is to maximize the network of buyer agents to help sell their home, like a home seller's marketing team. The mechanics around this is that a home seller makes a contract to list their home with their listing agent for a total commission price. In the same contract, the listing agent states what percentage of the commission they intend to offer to the buyer agent brokers to complete a sale. Okay, the news is changing and rolling out fast, so forgive me for updating this video on a different day than it was filmed. This old way of doing things, where sellers set a price to pay buyers' agents, is likely to change, but not as much as you might assume. More on that later in this video. And you'll want to see this because the news is not reporting the facts as they actually are, because the reality has more subtleties and details. Okay, back to my original video, just to give you the full context. Legal shifts in real estate commissions. A wave of lawsuits is challenging these long-standing norms in the real estate industry, specifically targeting the convention where sellers traditionally cover the commission fees for both their own and their buyer's agent. These legal actions suggest that current practices may unfairly elevate the costs of buying or selling a home and question the fairness of the standard commission frameworks upheld by brokerages, realtor associations, and multiple listing services. The groundbreaking trial. The real estate community has been particularly attentive to a pivotal trial, the Sitzer-Burnett case in Kansas City. This case concluded with a significant ruling against the National Association of Realtors and some other brokerage franchises that these parties had colluded to inflate or maintain high commission rates. This precedent-setting moment in real estate legal history came with a verdict that could reshape the commission landscape, evidenced by a substantial $1.8 billion damages award. Now, of course, the verdict is being appealed, but the case has ignited a series of copycat lawsuits that suggest a shift toward reevaluating and potentially revolutionizing the way real estate professionals are compensated. Department of Justice involvement. The DOJ has stepped into another case settlement process by submitting a statement of interest. There, the MLS defendant had agreed to pay damages and to allow a listing agent to put zero in the buyer agent compensation field instead of the prior minimum offer, which was 1 cent. Still, the DOJ argues that allowing home sellers to offer zero commission to the buyer agent brokers is not good enough. They suggest that the court should prevent all home sellers from offering any compensation to buyer agent brokerages. Why? Because the DOJ thinks the current system allows for potential undue pressure on home sellers from their agents to maintain higher commission rates to attract buyer agents to prioritize the marketing of their home. Of course, it is unethical and illegal for a buyer agent to steer clients to higher paying properties, but apparently that has occurred in some locations despite that it's against the law and against an agent's fiduciary duty to their client. And here's the big thing that changed since I filmed the original video. After the DOJ submitted its statement of interest, the National Association of Realtors, the NAR, entered a settlement proposal in the Sitzer-Burnett case that agrees with the DOJ that sellers should no longer be allowed to make offers to buyer agents in the MLS. And the NAR says that new rule would, if accepted by the court, be in place by mid-July 2024. Does this all mean a total shakeup? Well, not exactly. What is happening here is that little field box on the MLS that used to state a buyer agent's offer of commission, whether it was 1 cent or 3%, and mostly 2.5% here in Marin, but sometimes 2% and sometimes 3%. Anyway, that will no longer be on the form. However, sellers will still absolutely be allowed to pay buyer agents, and they will still have an incentive to do so. Their incentive is to ignite all the buyer agent worker bees to help market their home. The way home sellers will be allowed to offer to pay buyer agents could happen primarily in 3 ways. 1, buyer agents can call and ask seller agents if the seller agreed to pay and what amount they agreed to pay. 2, seller agent websites and basically things like Zillow can all state what the seller is willing to pay. 3, and get this, the seller can state what they agree to pay as a concession in the description on the MLS. That's right, no little box, but you can put it somewhere else on the MLS listing. So the fees of buyer agents can still be on the MLS, just not in that little box, and that little box will likely disappear. Real estate industry changes. Okay. Well, in response to these legal challenges, adjustments to how people buy and sell homes are sure to follow. We should see a shift away from the norm where sellers automatically pay the buyer agent's fees. This change could lead to a more transparent, possibly more competitive market regarding how agents are compensated. What does it mean for you? For home sellers, you might gain more flexibility in how you structure the sale of your home, potentially leading to savings or different negotiating dynamics with prospective buyers. For home buyers, the traditional assurance that the seller will cover your agent's commission might no longer be a given. This could change how you approach hiring a buyer's agent, possibly leading to direct negotiations over their fees. I'm rolling out another video, with my next one being about what's likely to happen in the world of home buying, including the potential price changes for both homes and agents. There aren't many agents willing to talk the real stuff, so you want to see that information. So subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified of the next time I drop a video. And while I am a Marin County Realtor, take note that if you need a real estate agent anywhere in the United States, email me with the subject line Realtor Needed, and I'll personally vet possible realtors to help find you a great agent. Why would I do this? Because realtors like myself regularly pay agents for referrals we receive, and we get paid from other agents for referral business that we provide, but only if that agent helps find and secure a client's dream home. Anyway, I'd love to help you save some time in finding an awesome agent. My video about that, as well as other videos to help home buyers and sellers of real estate, should be showing right now. Thank you for watching and have a great day.